I haven't gone back for my degree sooner just because I was hesitant. I was worried about being a professional full-time athlete and also trying to do school. Whenever you look forward, you always have those doubts, am I capable of doing something like this? But I think just being confident and knowing that if I want to, I can. Purdue Global is gonna move me forward through giving me the platform for a great education. This is my comeback. Start yours today at purdueglobal.edu.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Frank Dooley, Chancellor at Purdue University Global. Whether you're with us here in Elliott Hall or participating from home, let me be the first to welcome you to our 21st commencement ceremony. Will all who are able please rise for the presentation of colors, the national anthem, and the retiring of colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. And join me in recognizing and thanking the Purdue Tri-Service ROTC Color Guard. You certainly make us proud. All right, and I don't know where she went, but I also want to thank our soloist for sharing her beautiful voice with us, Equibar Lorena Martinez. She started "Oh Say Can You See," and I would say "Oh Say Can We Hear." It was marvelous. Thank you so much. She is earning her summa cum laude honors for her bachelor's degree in healthcare administration. All right. She's joining us today from sunny Miami, although it's sunny West Lafayette as well, with her mother, daughter, sister, and brother. What a great support system you brought with us, Equibar. Thank you so much. Now, we do a lot of clapping at these ceremonies, so you have to kind of pace yourself, all right? But it's a day for celebration. It's a day for joy. It's a day you've had such an accomplishment. We're here to recognize you today. So I mean, it's okay to over-celebrate today, all right? I want to take a moment to introduce the dedicated members of our university administration and our keynote speaker who are joining today's celebration. And I'm going to ask them to stand for a moment when I announce their name. And here's one place, let's just hold our applause till they're all standing. Chief Administrative Officer and Interim Vice Provost, Dr. Carolyn Nordstrom. My other Vice Provost, Dr. Melissa Birdie, who is Dean of the School of Nursing. Mr. Michael Lorenz, Strategy and Academic Operations and Registrar. Mr. Jacques Rohan, Strategic Enrollment Management. From the School of Law, Associate Dean, Dr. Sean Jameson. From the School of Health Sciences, Assistant Dean, Ms. Lainey Wright. And from the School of Multidisciplinary and Professional Studies, Associate Dean, Dr. Michelle Riley. The Dean and our Mace Bearer, the Faculty Senate President and Professor, Mr. Robert Winters. Our keynote speaker, Ms. Emily Lewis, who is a recent alumni from our School of Health Sciences. She went through graduation in May. And last night, the School of Nursing had their Honor Society induction ceremony. So also joining us on the stage, our department chair, Dr. Angela Owens, and Professor Morgan Butler. All right. Thank you for joining us today. And then last but not least, would all of the Purdue Global and Purdue University staff who are assisting in delivering this memorable occasion for us today, would you please stand or wave from where you are so we can just give you some appreciation? There we go. And there we are. Yeah. All right, I'm simply going to say I'm delighted that we're able to celebrate here on campus where the history of Purdue began over 150 years ago. It's been my home for over 26 years at this point. Both of my daughters graduated with Purdue degrees. I actually got to give my younger daughter her degree on this stage. I was part of their support system, just like all of you out here sitting in those seats. And while you're at West Lafayette, I hope you have the opportunity to explore the campus and celebrate amongst our Purdue family. I'm thrilled that over 10,000 people affiliated with Purdue Global are visiting campus this weekend among our graduates, your guests, your family members, the faculty and staff. And I know along with this, we have several already Purdue and Purdue Global alumni with us. So if you're a Boilermaker alumni, would you stand up, please? Boilermaker alums, there we go, there we go, there we go. All right. And you know what we're doing? We're adding to that list today, all right? We're thrilled that you're with us, okay? And you know, I get to do a lot of really cool things with this job. Earlier this year, we announced that the Guild and Team USA Learning Network, Purdue Global is the preferred online university degree provider to Team USA athletes. Now, yeah, that's pretty cool. So when you think of the Olympic athletes, that's who we are now. They're going to come to school at Purdue Global. Anyone who's been an Olympian for the last 10 years can come to us and have their degree paid for as one of a benefit for them. So what a marvelous thing, okay? And I mention this today because when you start looking at the Olympic athletes, there's a lot of qualities that they hold that are very similar to the people in the room today. 3 of them: drive, determination, dedication. Those are just a few of the similarities that you, our graduates, have with the Team USA athletes that we saw competing this summer in Paris. And I actually had the honor of being a spectator at the Olympic Games, and while there, it struck me that the athletes are similar to our students on so many levels. So I started with drive, determination, dedication. That's just a start. It's also perseverance, this constant desire to improve, to push boundaries, and to achieve goals. And this list could go on. But like the Olympic and Paralympic athletes, you focused on your goal and you didn't stop till you achieved it. That's why you're here today. So take pride in reaching your finish line and turning your dream into a reality. And during the Paralympics, if you watched those games, you might have saw Rose Hollerman competing in the wheelchair basketball. And Rose is an incredible young woman. There is so much talent on that court. As Rose and her team, they did win silver. And we got the player. Yeah, we should celebrate. Now, the reason I'm mentioning Rose, now that the games are over, one of her goals is getting her master's degree with Purdue Global. And so she is another person busy in the classroom and making those 11:59 p.m. deadlines. And I can't wait to see her up on the stage, crossing the stage just like you will today. In the meanwhile, Rose agreed to give us some words of wisdom on what she has learned.
As an athlete, we get taught that every day you're supposed to do something to try to improve yourself. And we're always working to be better versions of ourselves. And I think education is the best way to do that. I don't think that my wheelchair or basketball define me. I'm not just an athlete. I'm not just a person that gets around in a wheelchair. I'm my own individual person, and I'm Rose. I'm who I am. I'm not those two things. Life can change in an instance. And just being aware of who you are helps you remain happy, because you kind of have the center, and the center is yourself. You don't have to look outward to find joy. You can look inward.
You always have to end on that little music cue, right? I truly admire Rose, and I find her to be a perfect fit for Purdue Global, a university whose family spans the globe without boundaries. And graduates, it's quite impressive. At today's ceremonies, you represent almost every state, the District of Columbia, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and we also have people with us today from Africa, from Asia, from Australia, from Europe, North and South America. We have virtually the entire globe covered. And I love that we're able to remain close through our university as we recognize your accomplishments today. I'm just going to go out and, go to the end of the branch a little bit and venture that graduates, we're going to say a lot of nice things about you, and you are remarkable in your own right. But I think it's also important to acknowledge that reaching this momentous day was not done alone. Balancing school, work, life is no feat, and many of you leaned on family, friends, children, co-workers for encouragement and support throughout your journey at Purdue Global. I have no doubt that today they are just as proud of you as I am, so let's take a moment to thank your support system. Let's show them some appreciation. We're all fortunate you had such an incredible network, and they're here with you at the end as well, all right? I'm honored, and we are honored, that Purdue Global student body has over 4,400 active duty, National Guard, and Reserve military members serving around the globe while they're going to school. Almost 2,000 military family members and over 3,000 veterans. That's 9,400 military learners. And whether you are a graduate or a guest, would everybody in the audience today who is active service member or a veteran, would you please stand? Thank you so much for your service. And while I'm at it, let me share a little bit more what makes your class and your alma mater so exceptional. All right, will the graduates who are attending today as a first-generation graduate, would you please stand and then keep standing? So if you're the first person in your family to attend college and get your degree, would you please stand? All right. Stay up. No, don't sit. You're not done. All right. Just so you know, I'm also a first-gen graduate, as are others on the stage up here. Now, with the graduates, while you were in school, if you had a job or were in the service while attending school, would you please rise and remain standing? And if you're already standing, raise your right hand. One more. Will the graduates who cared for a child or other dependents while obtaining their degree please rise and remain standing? If you're already standing, I'll put up your left hand, all right? All right, you may be seated. We've run out of arms, right? So over half of our students are caring for a child or a dependent, which is quite remarkable. I believe it's something like almost 90% of our students are working or in the service while attending school. It just says who you are. And in addition to all of you joining us today for graduation, I want to recognize that in the last year, more than 12,000 Purdue Global graduates earned their degree, which is quite incredible. And in the 6 years since we have opened, we are now going to be at almost 70,000 graduates. Let's recognize that. All right, you're truly remarkable. You completed your education while navigating all the challenges that life put in your path. It just takes a lot of hard work and dedication to get to where you are today, and you should be incredibly proud, as I am of you. All right. Now, it is my distinct honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Emily Lewis. Emily is an alumnus, and as I said, she got her degree this past May. She graduated summa cum laude with her bachelor's degree in nutrition. She joins us today from Boston, along with her mom and her fiance, Yuri, who are right down in the front. Emily, would you come forth and share some wisdom?
Thank you, Chancellor Dooley. It's really wonderful to be on campus today and to see all of your beautiful faces. Welcome, Purdue Global graduating class of 2024. I am so proud that all of you have worked tirelessly to make it to this stage today. Give yourselves a round of applause and continue celebrating this achievement throughout the rest of the year and into the next. This is the beginning of the rest of your lives. I want you to remember that when you encounter adversity in life, nothing can ever take away the education and the degree that you have achieved. It is yours to own and keep. I am honored to be giving today's keynote speech, and even more honored to share the stage and the virtual space with all the graduates here at Purdue Global. 5 short months ago, I was walking across this very stage at my own graduation with tears in my eyes and so much gratitude. Gratitude toward the university, my professors, and my classmates. Gratitude toward my family and friends, and even my study buddy, Puffman, that's my pet cockatiel, for encouraging me during my educational journey. But above all, gratitude for myself for achieving a goal that I never thought would be possible 3 years ago when I decided to apply to school at Purdue Global. Before I begin, I want you all to take a moment to close your eyes. Take a few breaths in and out and smile. Smile and honor yourselves. Every challenge you have faced over these last few years has transformed you into the accomplished individual you are today. Take a moment to be proud of yourselves that you made it here. I want to talk about a word that remained constant through the last few years of my life and educational journey. That word is transformation. What does the word mean to you? Transformation, by definition, is a dramatic change in form or appearance, a metamorphosis. I think it is safe to say that every graduate here today feels that over the course of their educational journey, they have experienced transformation. Those of you walking the stage are a different version of yourselves today than the day you signed up for school. And I am so proud of you for persisting tirelessly toward your academic goals. 3 years ago, I was facing my own transformation as someone who was making life-altering decisions about cancer diagnoses, treatment, and what the future would hold at a time that was incredibly uncertain. Facing the challenges that come with breast cancer was certainly not something that I was prepared for at 33 years old. When I looked deep within myself, I decided that I could use this adversity as fuel to return to my education. I chose Purdue Global's nutrition program because I wanted to transform a difficult time in my life where my own health was being challenged and use it as a platform to educate those within my community about ways to live healthier. Consider the transformative effect of education on individuals. For a child who learns to read, the world opens in ways previously unimaginable. For a student who masters a new skill, the possibilities for their future expand exponentially. Education empowers people to overcome barriers, to break the cycle of poverty, and to build a life of dignity and opportunity. It is a foundation upon which self-sufficiency, confidence, and leadership are born. Education is the very bedrock upon which transformation is built. It is the force that shapes our individual and collective destinies and ignites the spark of change that reverberates across communities and nations. Ask yourselves, how can I use my educational journey towards transformation? This may be something that you want to do personally, professionally, within your community, or on a global level. Transformation may mean stepping out of your comfort zone, shifting your perspective, embracing change, and finding your power. It requires resilience and the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to learn from failures, and to keep moving forward. Resilience is what allows us to persevere through the challenges that inevitably arise on the path of transformation. When we persevere through adversity, we can use this as fuel to be true change makers. When we look at significant change makers throughout history, their stories are shaped by experiences that led them toward transformative action. As a world-renowned poet, dancer, singer, activist, and scholar, Dr. Maya Angelou faced personal struggles and racial prejudice in the heights of the civil rights movement. Despite these challenges, she remained undeterred and went on to transform herself and the lives of others throughout the world by speaking some of the most prolific words in history. In one of her poems, Dr. Angelou wrote, We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. Your presence here today is a testament to the changes each one of you has gone through to achieve that beauty. These changes have driven you to pursue something greater than yourselves, leading you to this moment where you are about to walk across this stage and receive your degrees. Each one of you today is transformed. In closing, I want to leave you with these words of inspiration. You have within you the power to be a force for change. Embrace that power with conviction. Shape the future with your dreams, your actions, and your unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. Use the challenges you may face in life to create something positive that is greater than yourselves. I believe that each of you can use your education to turn aspirations into achievements. The world is waiting for the transformation that only you can bring. Congratulations, Purdue Global graduates of 2024. Thank you.
I'm a little taller than Emily. Yeah. Emily, thank you so much from hearing, and I particularly love your stories of metamorphosis, because I got a butterfly garden that I'm trying to get going and got monarchs floating around in my backyard and things like this. And transformation is very much an important theme and I know that your mom is another person who went back to school when I think she was close to 30 and became a nurse and has had a wonderful career. So you had a good role model. I know that as well. So thank you so much. It's inspiring. I think the thing that's we need to take away, there's graduates like Emily who've just continually persisted in their pursuit of completing your studies and earning your degree. And your stories show us that it's possible and how important it is to what we're doing. So you've had your comeback, Emily, and you're on to the next chapter of your life and your career. And now let's, have a few more highlights of our exceptional graduates. The following groups have all demonstrated outstanding academic achievement, maintaining high grade point averages throughout their time at Purdue Global. And these achievements are recognized alongside their name within the digital program. Earning a doctoral degree is the highest educational level in any field. It is truly an extraordinary accomplishment, and I want to give a special shout out to the doctoral candidate degrees who've demonstrated exceptional academic achievement with their impressive GPAs by earning honors or high GPA distinction. Doctoral candidates with honors and high GPA distinctions, would you please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. Next, we want to recognize our master's degree candidates who've earned high GPA distinction for their achievement. And in this particular case, it means a GPA of 3.9 or higher in their master's program, which is quite impressive. With a master's degree candidates with a 3.9 GPA or higher, would you please rise to be recognized? And please be seated. That's quite incredible. We're also proud to acknowledge the associate and bachelor's degree candidates who have earned academic honors by achieving high cumulative grade point averages in their programs of study. So this means cum laude honors are those who earned a 3.7 to a 3.79 cumulative GPA throughout their program. If you're an associate's or bachelor's degree candidate with cum laude honors, would you please rise? Please be seated. Then we go to magna cum laude honors awarded to candidates who have achieved a high cumulative GPA of at least 3.8. And it's wonderful to see what you honor if you have the 3.8 magna cum laude honors. Would you please stand as the associates and bachelors? There they are. And you can be seated, please. And then finally, we have associates and bachelor's degree candidates. I don't know how you do this. They have a perfect 4.0. Every course is an A. Would you please stand and rise to be summa cum laude honors? Truly exceptional. Congratulations on your honor. Well done, and be seated, please. All right, graduates, today is a day to celebrate you. Finishing your degree can bring about a flurry of emotions, and I hope you take time today to bask in the glory of your accomplishments. Today is a day to celebrate. Your perseverance and dedication have gotten you to this moment. We love to see your smiling faces and share in your pride and excitement.
And now, a message from your deans.
Congratulations, Purdue Global Law School graduates. If you can make it through this, you can make it through anything.
Congratulations to the graduates of the School of Multidisciplinary and Professional Studies. Your hard work and dedication have led you to this special day, and the entire faculty celebrate your accomplishments. Your education have led you to have the skills necessary to make a meaningful impact, and we can't wait to see what you do. Congratulations.
Graduates, I want you to know how very proud we are of you. Because of this accomplishment, your life will never be the same. And not only yours, but the generations that follow. Great job, and enjoy your accomplishment.
Congratulations, School of Nursing graduates. I am so proud of you and your achievements. Your commitment to your studies and the future of nursing is inspiring. Now it's time to celebrate. Go out there and make great change.
Congratulations, School of Health Science graduates. What an exciting and life-changing accomplishment. The faculty and I are so proud and look forward to seeing your contributions to the field of health. Apply what you learned to your diverse communities and you will continue to make a difference. Best wishes on your future endeavors.
Congratulations, graduates from the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences and the School of Aviation. We are so proud of everything that you've accomplished, and we will be cheering you on in all of your future endeavors.
I am Dr. Carolyn Nordstrom, and on behalf of all of us at Purdue University Global, we proudly recognize all of our graduates who are participating virtually from around the world today. Candidates, please rise for the conferral of your degree. Dr. Dooley, these graduates have successfully fulfilled the requirements of Purdue University Global. And with the approval of the faculty, they are now being presented to you to be formally recognized for their degree.
Exercising the authority of the trustees of Purdue University Global, legally vested by the people of the state of Indiana, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I now confer upon each of you the doctoral, master's, bachelor's, associate, or certificate with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations to our virtual graduates.
Omar Abel, Eric Abaud, Jurielis Acosta, Krista Atkins, Michelle Alcala, Terry Alexander, U.S. Army veteran, Gabriel Alfaro. Rebecca Amesquita. Kendall Anderson Jr. Muhammad Ahmed Ansari. Owen Atkinson. April Avila. Farah Awad. Mahid Azad. Anthony Azarada. Kelly Byer. Gershon Baker, U.S. Army. James Baker. Brian Baltazar. Tamor Barlas. Laura Bates. LaJoy Battle. Olivia Bauman. Jessica Beedling. Jonathan Becker. Modestine Pachafwet. Angelica Bandana. Austin Bergeau, U.S. Army veteran. Theodore Burnt. Daniel Berry, U.S. Army veteran. Imani Bey. Kagendra Bandari. Mahmoud Boyan. Jordan Biagioni, U.S. Navy. Brittany Bitkowski. Arthur Bittner II. Dargela Bocanegra Banegas. Christopher Bogadane. Jody Bolin. Henry Bones Belligua, U.S. Air Force. Ryan Bucharian, U.S. Marines veteran. Evan Bovey. Raquel Bowen. Crystal Boyer. Spencer Bradford. Heather Brittner. Andrea Brennan. Aaron Brewer, U.S. Navy veteran. Zaina Brevard. Hope Bridgewater. Alexander Brinker. Roosevelt Broom, U.S. Coast Guard veteran. Adrian Brown, U.S. Army veteran. Kimberly Brown, U.S. Air Force veteran. Rebecca Brown. Kenzie Brubacher. Troy Bryan, U.S. Navy veteran. Brittany Bursey, U.S. Army veteran. Caden Bynum. Anaya Bird, U.S. Air Force. Maylee Campbell. Brittany Campanelli. Daniel Carlisle. Oceana Carmona. Lyric Kate, U.S. Navy. Rebecca Cazares. Ashley Series. Joy Chapman. Nicholas Chase, U.S. Marines veteran. Igor Chebkasov. Sydney Cheever. Beth Chernoff. Alexandra Shezon. Akeli Shiket. Jeremy Clark, U.S. Army veteran. Neil Clement, U.S. Army. Heishi Clemens. Amber Collins. Shane Connolly. Courtney Cotto. Toy Covington. Dustin Cox, U.S. Navy veteran. Dylan Cox. Heather Cruz. Tiana Chrisman, U.S. Army veteran. James Croft. Naynette Cruz Garcia. Destiny Cunningham. Michelle Dabbitt. Caroline Dowd. Ashley Davidson. Tracy Davidson. Charlie Davis. Marcos de Jesus. Lena De Laurentiis. Crystal Depew. Candace Deusser. April Dinwiddie. Abby Dodge. Mickey Dodge, U.S. Army. Scott Doherty, U.S. Air Force. Kathleen Doyle. Donald Dreyer, U.S. Army. Trung Duong. Deanna Dupuy. Stacia Durant. Jenna Devoren. Deborah Dyer. Skyla Ely. Massimiliano Iandi. James Edens, U.S. Coast Guard. Rasheeb Edmonds, U.S. Army veteran. Jamie Eicher, U.S. Army. Bridget Ellisor Durham. Paula Elstrom. Anthony Enney. Nicole Evans. Angel Fajardo, U.S. Navy. James Fallman III. Jessica Fantasia. Cherie Ferris. Sierra Ferguson. Rodney Fields. Lucas Fisher, U.S. Army. Holly Fogel. Irvin Forbes. Calibra Fox. Dominique Frank, U.S. Marines veteran. Sharonica Franklin. Emily Franta. Leilani Frederick. Crystal Frimpone. Amber Fry. Robert Garcia. Ruth Garcia. Anastasia Garrett. Stephanie Galden. Jasmine Gibbs, U.S. Air Force. Rory Gonzalez. Elliot Gorsuch. James Graglia, U.S. Navy veteran. Joshua Gray, U.S. Marines veteran. Antoinette Green. Samantha Grawn. Robin Galata. Mark Gutierrez, U.S. Marines veteran. Christina Guyton. Carrie Haggard. Tawanda Hall. Andrew Hamilton. Bradley Hampton. Sheena Hampton. Taylor Hansen. Laura Harper. Raquel Harris. Brittany Harrison Garrett. Shamshad Hassanzai, James Hassinger, Stephen Hans, Emma Hawes, Jennifer Hevner, Sean Heffernan, Austin Helms, U.S. Army, Alexandra Hernandez, Michelle Hohen, Whitney Hill, Emily Holland, Kevin Hawley, U.S. Army veteran, Rakima Holloway, Shaylin Holmes, Stanley Holmes, Sabrina Hooten, U.S. Air Force, Bradley Hopkins, U.S. Navy, Terry Hobson, Jonathan Horvath, Avery Heidemann, U.S. Marines, Hassan Idris, Ken Isaac, U.S. Army, Ashton Jackson, Tashinda Jackson, Rish Jane, Christopher Johnson, U.S. Navy veteran, Taylor Johnson Williams, Ashley Jones, Verlina Jones, Stanley Jordan, Liddy Joseph, Armand Giuliani, Julie Kamoet, Rajinder Kaur, Morgan Kavulich, McKinley Keegan, Lisa Kelly, James Kemp, Stephen Kessler, Monica Kekerasmi, Michael Cluck, Leslie Knapp, Brianna Colesrud, U.S. Navy veteran, Edward Prima Kurniawan, Kelly Cutts, Jennifer Lacey, Jose Lamas, U.S. Marines, Brandon Landry, Cedric LaPoole, Stephanie Lay, Alyssa Ledbetter, Charmaine Lee, Darla Leos, Catherine Lewis, Amy Ludke, Miranda Lugo, U.S. Air Force, Lon Liu, Lachiqua McGee, Nicole Mina, Kiesia Malcolm, Brittany Malari, Evanthea Manglianis, Margaret Marco, U.S. Army veteran, Marcus Marsh, U.S. Navy veteran, Anye Martin, U.S. Army, Arturo Martinez, Jasmine Massengill, U.S. Army, Amy Maxwell, Lisa Mazzio, Dante McCalman, U.S. Army, Ashley McLean, Althea McCord, Nicholas McCoy, U.S. Navy, Lawrence McCullough, Melissa McGregor, Rebecca McGurk Moore, Angela McJimsey, Damian McKenzie, U.S. Army, Nicholas McMillan, Antonius McMiller, U.S. Army, Anthony McNeely, Juan Medina, U.S. Army, Mark Medlock, U.S. Army, Ariel Mercado, Angelica Meza Martinez, Gabrielle Mir, U.S. Air Force, Jasmine Mylan, Suzanne Miles, Melissa Miller, Sharon Miller, Cynthia Meneas, Jessica Meneas, Margaret Ellen Meneas, Mary McNeil Meneas, Ashley Menard, Danielle Minervini, Carissa Mioke, Stephanie Myros, Rosaline Moyne, Claire Moki, Tawana Monroe, Aaliyah Moore, Tristan Moore, Jennifer Morad, Tamaya Morgan, Lysandra Morrison, Hassan Moses, Esther Matango, Joyster Munganya, Danielle Murphy, Anthony Mwangi, Caitlin Newman, U.S. Army veteran, Athena Nicholas, Blake Niggemeyer, U.S. Navy, Paige Nobles, Brittany Norman, Morgan Norris, Gifty Nuama, Rachel Ogumbo, Olawale Ojelabi, Bobby Okoronkwo, U.S. Army, Sulaiman Omipidan, Esteban Ortega, Jamie Owen, Elizabeth Padwani, Ashley Pagan, Amanda Palmer, Daniel Papa, Joshua Parrish, Celine Para, Jacob Patterson, Mark Paulo, Nathan Pechtel, U.S. Army veteran, Graham Peaver, Eric Perez, Travis Petty, Gary Phillips, U.S. Army, Xavier Phillips, Nathan Paul Pinaula, U.S. Army, Amber Pitzer, Laura Pope, Quinetta Pritchett, U.S. Navy veteran, Rachel Prop, Andre Pagach, U.S. Army, Daisha Rabang, Anita Ramdahal, Janine Ramirez, Victor Ramirez, U.S. Navy, Christine Ramos, Elizabeth Ramos, Brandy Reeves, Heidi Reichenbach, Jean Rennie, Leslie Rivera, Tashay Roach, U.S. Army veteran, Remy Robertson, Andrew Roberts, Emily Roberts, Emma Robinson, Jennifer Robles, Rhonda Robson, Michelle Rocha, Stacy Rodriguez, Marlene Rodriguez, Jocelyn Rodriguez Farfan, John Ross, U.S. Air Force, Ruben Ruiz, U.S. Army, Dylan Rutledge, U.S. Army veteran, Ian Ryan, Tonya Ryan, Sari Sbo, Guillermo Salcido Quiñones, Robert Solomon, Princess Pearl Salvador, Keisha Sampson, Teresa Samuels, Melissa Sanchez, Terry Sandaran, Keenan Santiago Bello, U.S. Army, Josue Sariñana, Tia Satchel, Susan Saya, Tiffany Scholl, Seneca Schultz, U.S. Army veteran, Alyssa Scott, U.S. Navy, Christina Sears, Omema Segmawi, Ashokumar Sharma, Raymond Sharp, U.S. Navy, Candace Shetler, Samantha Shago, Dusty Shelton, Calvin Shropshire, U.S. Army, Delana Sims, Brandon Sims, Joseph Sinclair, Cody Smeltzer, U.S. Air Force, Alexia Smith, U.S. Navy veteran, Sonia Snyder, Ryan Spears, U.S. Army, Renisha Speichner, Jacob Spitzer, Holly Spradlin, Valerie Stallworth, Christina Stauffer, David Steinberg, Amber Stevenson, Samantha Stewart, Madison Stott, Matthew Stradford, John Strasbaugh, U.S. Air Force veteran, Taryn Strayer, Allison Stewart, Diego Alejandro Suacha Roballo, Sarah Sweeney, Isabella Tabong, U.S. Army, Kiera Talabi, Brandon Tallman, U.S. Navy, Manoj Tatapamala, Antoine Taylor, Jason Terranova, Narendra Thapa, Debbie Thomas, Monique Thomas, Tanisha Thomas, U.S. Army, Jordan Tilley, Elise Tincher, William Tomlinson, Kakia Tony, Zainabu Traori, Rachel Trenikosti, Lauren Uden, Federico Ulisi, Lesliam Uricoachia, Joseph Valenzuela, Courtney Van Martyr, Samantha Varney, Gonzalo Vasquez, U.S. Army, Dreana Vega, Maria Velasco, Jomar Velez Cosme, U.S. Army veteran, Carissa Velez Garcia, Katrina Vines, Hung Vu, Abigail Wagner, Antoinette Walker, Brandon Walker, Sarah Walters, Delaney Ward, U.S. Army, Regina Ward, Nicholas Wargo, U.S. Navy, Nikaya Weaver, Tamika Webb, U.S. Army veteran, J.W. Webster, U.S. Army veteran, Natalie Wehab, Mary Wells, Daniel Whalen, Dustin White, Lauren Wickersham, Deborah Wiggins, Dawn Wilcox, Alacia Williams, U.S. Army, Ayanna Williams, U.S. Navy, Crystal Williams, Shaquela Williams, Connie Winchester, Lauren Wintrode, Morgan Wise, Karen Wolf, Jataylin Woods, U.S. Army veteran, Anthony Wright, Lily Wright, U.S. Army veteran, Jennifer Wright Evans, Adriana Wyszynski, Leslie Zavala Ayala, Yolanda Zipperer, Emma Zorns, David Zwig,
Graduates, you have to stand up one more time. Please rise. And graduates participating from home, please put on your cap and tassel if you've not already wearing it. As the Chancellor of Purdue University Global, I now invite you to participate in the tradition that will signify your new status. Graduates, as you are now part of the graduating class of Purdue University Global, you may change your tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard. These are already there. I don't know, it just seems that people are really happy today. What I didn't hear is I didn't hear any call bell, so yeah. One more thing. There is a tradition at Purdue that I want to share with you as our newest alumni. As a Boilermaker tradition, we go, hammer up. No, oh, I screwed that up. Stop that. The cowbell just got me off my game. I'm sorry about that. It's boiler up, hammer down, and hail Purdue Global. Let's all do it together, all right? Boiler up, hammer down, and hail Purdue Global. Congratulations, all right.